Hey folks, Big Woodsman here. Today we're going to be starting the project of building our new barn, so stay tuned. Let's see what we get into. We tore our old barn slash shed down because it was in terrible repair, and now we've gone ahead and we're starting a project of rebuilding our new barn, and we're rebuilding it quite a bit bigger. So here's some of the what we've done so far. So the first thing we've done is excavate our foundation, and we've put in forms to pour our footing. So the first thing we're going to be doing today is pouring our footing. We've gone down to the water line. From there we're going to be building up our poured wall. But today we're actually going to be pouring the footing. So the footing is 7 by 16 and we've got rebar embedded in that footing. So you're going to see we're going to be pouring that later on today. It's kind of a snowy, crappy day, but it won't affect the concrete pour at all. Instead of using a pump truck, we're actually going to be using this basket. We're going to be filling the concrete with this basket and pouring it in and dispersing the water as we go using the excavator behind us. So now that we've filled the entire footer with concrete, the next thing to do is come along and hand trowel it and smooth it all off. And once the entire footing is now smooth and finished, the next thing we have to do is come along with an angled tool and basically put a slotted key in the center of the footer. And what that does is lock the foundation walls the forms in. And that's what we're doing right here. As you can see, here's another beautiful spring day, nice weather, but we're managing to put up our forms for the foundation walls. So here's the foundation walls all formed, everything's in place. You'll wonder why the walls are so high out of the ground, but we have extreme flooding in this area, so in order to prevent that, we've managed to put our foundation 2.5 feet higher than the current existing grade, and then we've backfilled up to that. I mentioned earlier that we wouldn't be using a pump truck for this job. It wasn't really necessary. We could reach most of it with the concrete truck, but in the far corners we had to use the excavator with the concrete basket. So here we're swinging it over to the back corners where we couldn't quite reach and filling those up. You'll notice the formed footers in the center of the foundation. Those are the footings to support the two main posts that hold the entire structure up in the center of the building. So here's the foundation walls full, a little bit of hand troweling on the top, and it's ready to go. As I mentioned previously, since the foundation is so high above existing grade, the entire structure has to be backfilled, and then the entire foundation has to be sand filled. So here we're just getting our first load of backfill in order to grade it and properly enter into the foundation for the sand fill. Here's the final foundation walls, fully troweled, and the sill anchor bolts put in place, ready to go for framing once it sets. We've done drop downs for our entry doors. Those will be frame curbed when we pour the floor. So there you have it, folks. There's our foundation, the process we took to build our foundation for this barn. We started the project early spring, so you can see there was some snow on the ground, but that really didn't affect us at all. And here we are with the fully functioning building standing basically right behind us, sealed to the weather. So we have the outside completed. I just finished the electrical inspection yesterday. We passed that, so now we can go ahead and finish the inside of the building. So I'll be giving you a walkthrough video of that. But the next one I'm going to post is the actual framing and putting up the trusses, everything of this building, and finishing it off ready to what you see. So stay tuned for that video. And remember, there's life out there in the woods. I'll see you out there in it.